Today's video.
Okay, would you date a broke guy?
No.
Why? What's wrong with
No.
broke guys?
No. Like I never grew up to suffer. To
Since
suffer?
today. We didn't come here to suffer. They don't call us die hard for nothing.
Oh, wow. First of all, lady, no one is here to suffer, okay? However, not everybody is fortunate enough to get a great head start to life, where financial resources are abundant to their disposal. So some people might actually have to go through some sort of suffering before they actually make something of themselves. Or some people might be stuck in that endless black text loop. In order to move forward, you start backwards.
They don't call us die hard for nothing.
She's crazy.
Guys, I know I don't come from the richest family or anything, but
Yeah,
like, my
but
parents
we're
can
not here to
afford.
suffer.
Yeah. And I'm also definitely not gonna settle for something that
We're not
I
gonna
know
settle
I
for-
deserve better and more. Sorry.
I can't do it.
I
broke
can't.
guy. I
Broke.
can't.
But what
As
is
soon as I
broke?
see you from
what
far.
What is broke? Actually, let's
What
define
is broke?
Yeah. What's your term of broke? Maybe my term of broke is different to yours.
Oh gosh.
So let's
A
define
broke guy
that.
is someone who's doing a 9 to 5.
What did she say?
So let's
A
define
broke
that.
guy is someone who's doing a 9 to 5.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a a guy that wakes up ka 6, I'm saying ka 5 every day. A gola salary
Broke.
A1, a main salary, maybe gola 12,000 a month. So when I go to gola high 12 in a month, I'll hustle on the side. I can't. I'm sorry.
Oh boy. Boy. Basically what this girl is trying to say is, how are you complacent getting 12K paid to you 12 times in a year and not push any other hustle? People keep forgetting that in order to make money, you need money. What baffles me is, why does she feel so entitled to a guy's money, let alone growing standards based on other people's pockets and what they can do for her? And then girls wonder why they cannot get good relationships when they base all their relationships on what someone can do for them financially, as opposed to what someone can do for them physically, emotionally, mentally. They just focus more on financial prospects of that relationship. Also, there's only so much you can do with a 9 to 5 job. And bear in mind, black people that work 9 to 5s that get underpaid tend to actually have to deal with black tax, where they have to take care of their families. Even if they don't have kids of their own, but having to take care of family expenses, their cousins, their aunties, their grandfathers, their parents. So whatever they make from that 9 to 5 literally becomes hand to mouth. They spend it before they even get it. By the time they've covered most of their expenses, they don't even have enough money to put into an investment or start that business. Starting a side business is always a good idea, but it's harder if you have so many things pulling at you financially. And then to top it off, you find yourself a girlfriend like one of these girls, and you find yourself spending more money than you actually earn. And you end up supporting their lifestyle as opposed to taking care of yourself, because you really want to be in their lives. But in order to deal with them, you need that money, which just adds up more pressure into the mix.
Okay, Shabtom, what if that same guy over was 6, Abu was 5, but wherever he's working, he's getting so much money.
Okay,
but that's his job. They are guys that actually have money. But it's in
Okay, let
95.
me just say, those back good call center, Vodacom, insurance.
Okay.
When I'm more, I'm
Also,
sorry.
you saying if you're doing a 9 to 5, it depends what.
Okay, it depends what
Occupation.
occupation.
Okay.
Yeah, well, it depends. I'm sorry, it depends. But
Not all 9 to 5s are broke. No.
yeah, I feel you, but
Yeah.
it depends. Let's just say it depends. But I can't. If your salary is under 50,
What did she say?
if your salary is under 50,
50K.
yeah, if it's under.
Damn.
Average South African person makes 150K a year. A guy that earns 50K a month in South Africa is a rare occasion. You're limiting your dating options to the older generation of people because the younger ones are not earning as much. If they are, then they have plenty of options of women at their neck trying to get with them.
50,000.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Because you have to pay a car. Let's say we have kids, house, groceries, entertainment. Yeah, fair.
And you.
And me. I have to do my hair weekly. There's faith, makeup, clothes. Yeah, fair. 50,000 yen. You don't know what's it.
What?
Listen, sweetheart, if 50K is little money to you, then best believe you're living beyond your means. The lifestyle that you're trying to live, you cannot maintain. Talk about imposter behavior.
Let me define my broke.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Because I said I can never settle or I'm not here to suffer. I am really not here to suffer. God did not put me on this earth to suffer, honey, and I refuse to suffer. Never that. My broke gent is a man that stays in his mother's house.
She's crazy.
Why? At over the age of 21, actually over the age of 20, you're still in your mother's house. We have moved out. We are expanding. We are hustling. Why can't you do that for yourself? So if you're still staying in your mother's house, that's a red
Imagine
flag for me.
most 2000, let me just say doddies, have their own places.
Why can't
so
the men
imagine,
do that?
yeah, most
Yeah.
2000 doddies
And
we
I
see on
think,
Instagram,
yeah.
they have their own places. So imagine now you stay at home. Good time we must sneak.
Besides that, also you're still in varsity. I cannot date you if you're still in varsity. So
See, this is the social pressure that young men are put under. Instead of these young men going to school and getting a higher education, they would rather go into work just to maintain a social gimmick. All because they get out of high school and then they see all these grown dudes getting all the girls. All because they have a car, they have the house. And then now they feel the pressure that, yo, I need to actually go to work so that I can also get these girls. Because now society is telling that young men, in order to get women, you need to have all these things together. If you don't have these things together, then forget about getting women, or which it makes sense. And that's the reason why most men would just rather skip the whole school thing and do the whole work thing and try to start a business just so they can actually get women, putting pressure on themselves, settling for that small job that's gonna pay you a little money, then hustling your way. Also, there ain't no shame living in your mama house. As long as you have a plan for yourself and you know what you're gonna do. Like, I know dudes that live at their mama house, but they are out here building their mama's house with the money that they're getting from their 9-to-5 jobs. They are improving the quality of their parents' home before they actually focus on themselves. So there is no shame living in your mother's house as long as you have a plan and you stick into it. Next thing, you become a slave to the things that you want. Now you're working and most of your paycheck goes to cover the things that you want. And that's why you would find a guy would drive an expensive car, but the living situation is terrible. After all, life is not a sprint. It's more an Ironman marathon. So pace yourself.
Yeah.
maybe if you're in varsity, you go part-time and you're working on the side.
Postgraduate, yeah.
Besides that, show me, you can be young, we're still in university, but you have a proper salary,
proper, yeah.
mom. You know, my man has to get 100K daily.
What?
100K daily. That's
Because
the type
your
of-
man does first. That's why he can fucking.
Besides,
get
like any, you know, people that I meet, I check
yeah.
money always.
Check money.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
Kista.
You understand?
Yeah.
So my man needs to be getting a salary daily. I don't do monthly because daily I may have problems, and tomorrow I can wake up with a headache and I just like need 50,000 just to, you know, think straight.
You know what? It's okay, ladies. If you're going to have standards of having a guy that earns 150K daily, go ahead. Have that standard. Say that guy that's making 150K daily does not wife you. Then you break up. Now you're used to a certain quality of life. And then you go back out into the dating market and then you have to deal with average guys. And then now that guy that's even giving you like 1.5, now that's a little money to you and you don't appreciate it. Because why? You just used to that guy that's going to give you 50 grand on the spot. So now you're not even willing to get a guy that's willing to give you 1.5 of his hard-earned money taking care of you. Giving you money for doing absolutely nothing because you're just in a relationship with him. You won't appreciate that guy. Do you know how hard it is for some guys to give out money generally? And again, if a guy is making 150K a month, best believe that guy's got options. If you're the main, best believe he's got side chicks and he's gonna cheat on you.
Hey, how many times has leadership cheated
How many times has he cheated?
on you? Yeah, how many times?
Please, mind your own business.
A small price to pay, huh? You know, this conversation between these two girls reminds me of that one conversation between Boiti and a friend. I swear, it's like listening to the same story in different times.
Please give me 50K a month.
That's very cute. So is that like now what's the girlfriend allowance would you
That I'd want.
that would work for you now?
Hey,
If 50K worked for you then. And I don't know when then was.
the girl is expensive now, so. I mean, child, if you can give me 100K, that'll be cute.
What did she say?
If you can give me 100K, that'll be cute.
Yeah.
She's crazy.
Yeah, in life you must elevate. We must grow. Empowerment. Yabona?
Correct. If you were giving me like at least 450K a month,
What? Damn.
we would be like, I wouldn't bother you. I wouldn't bother you.
She's crazy.
Which man in South Africa is gonna give you 450,000 rand?
I'm saying
a
like
month.
we're gonna work on the
450,000 rand a month.
Hey man, ladies, y'all are welcome to have your high standards on someone else's pockets. Have them, yo. Have them. If a guy's giving you crazy money, best believe he's gonna physically objectify you. And you have no right to be complaining about his behavior when he treats you like trash. Because at the end of the day, you are objectifying him financially. I mean, you reap what you sow. And that's what I think about today's topic. Let me know what you think about today's video in the comment section. And until next video, take care, treat carefully, and peace.
I'm sorry to the girlfriends and stuff, but last year we were thinking straight.
If you can give me 100K, that'll be cute.
Give me 50,000, give me 10,000. Go ahead, give me phone.